like if you click on your little ellipses up there, and then in that menu it says pin, it'll keep you as the focus instead of all of us crazy folk. You hover over your picture.
Pin video. That?
Yes.
Oh, I hate just staring at myself. It feels weird. Okay, here we go. So guys, there's a lot of stuff here. I really hate when I don't know everything by heart and I have to try to read things off, but I'm going to break it up. I'm going to do a few things, and I'm going to turn it over to Marianne and let her do a few things. And then I'm going to come back. And some of the training that we had was like 78 questions and answers. I'm not going through all those question and answers. So what I did was I went through and I circled things that I felt like had not already been talked about throughout the whole training. So this is, so you guys know I've been using this product since the middle of September, and I do love it. So I'm going to be able to tell you everything that you'll experience, or to some degree. So the first thing is we're going to talk about the science behind this product. So it's the Retinol 0.5, okay? And the dermatologist considered a topical retinol to be the gold standard ingredients for preventing and reversing the visible signs of aging. You guys have already seen some of the dramatic before and afters that we've been posting, and I know that there'll be more to come. We're going to talk about, don't let me forget this, we're going to talk about how to show it, how to sell it. I will tell you, I do not have my presentation up down yet of how I'm going to incorporate it, but we're going to talk a little bit about when, okay, at the end of this. So don't hang up. All right. So hold on just a second. There we go. So our body naturally produces vitamin A from the foods that we eat. And it's also considered critical, vitamin A is considered critical for healthy cell development. So how the retinol works, it's going to improve your skin in two different actions. And the first one is the retinol support. It supports natural collagen and elasticity production. Beginning in your 20s, your skin produces 1% less collagen every single year. So we've always been told that you start losing collagen at 15. So it's 1%, at least 1% every year at around 20, okay? Now, the retinol stimulates surface skin cells so that skin will appear more like it used to when you were younger. So I can testify to that. The texture of your skin, the smoothness, the firmness is all there when you start to see it happen. And so when it increases your cellular turnover, it's going to be a more even skin tone. So that's why we saw a lot of that was like the first thing you started recognizing when those before and after pictures started coming out was, wow, look at the skin tone. It also helps to push dead skin cells to the surface. And what that does is that accelerates skin cell turnover. Once again, it's going to improve your skin tone and the radiance of your skin. And so radiance. So when you start to age, you get this dull look to your skin. And I will tell you, you have this, I don't want to say glow because oily people see glowing as a negative, but it's just a youthful look. It really, really is. It's a youthful look. So retinol can help you regain the collagen that your skin loses every year. So even the natural progression of the depletion of your collagen, this retinol is going to help you regain that. So it also takes the offensive to 3 of the trifectas of age-related issues like wrinkles, discoloration, and loss of firmness, all right? So it's gonna help with those 3 things. Now, the retinol product, you have 2 products. You're like, oh, I saw 2 products on there. Yes, there's 2 products. One is the retinol 0.5, and the other is the facial milk. Okay, during the retinalization process, we're going to talk in depth about that. You have to use the facial milk. So I'm going to tell you what's in this facial milk. The facial milk features plant oils like coconut, jojoba seed. That doesn't even sound right. I thought I had it right in my mind. Sunflower and olives. Okay, olive oil, sunflower oil, jojoba seed, and coconut oils. This is a powerful shot of rich fatty acid ingredients to nourish and soothe your skin, because you will get, when you're going through this retinalization process, it's 8 weeks, you are going to get dry, flaky, you're going to have some tingling, you might have some discomfort, but that means you're using too much. We're going to talk about what signs you need to look for in just a second. So it's a highly concentrated retinol product. So first-time users, if you've never used any other retinol product, this is not counting, this is not considering our night moisturizer from the Voluform, as this is true, real, high level retinol. Okay, if you've used that from a dermatologist or another, spa brand or whatever. Marianne's going to talk about the difference in this Derma Cosmetics and why it's considered that. She's going to talk more about that in a second. It's important to gradually establish skin tolerance. Okay, so because it's very potent, very, very potent. And so it literally is a pea size, and then you mix your facial milk with it, and then you put it right here. You don't even start with the neck. Okay, because you've got to see how your face. The first thing you do though, when you cleanse, you have to let it dry at least 15 minutes, because you have to let your skin's natural moisture barrier rebound after you've done a deep cleanse, which is what our cleansers are. They're all deep cleansers. And so you got to let it really rebound, so that then you do your retinol at night only. Okay. And then you put your, but you have to do your eye cream. And that is to prevent you from going too far to the eyes. You cannot put this on the eye area. Please do not ever try that. All right, hang on just a second. All right, so you cleanse, you wait 15 minutes so that your natural moisture barrier rebounds. And then you put your eye cream on, and then you take your pea size and you mix it with your facial milk, and then you put it right in here. Okay, right in here. And then that's all you do for the first 2 weeks, once a week. That's first 1 to 2 weeks. The third and fourth week, you do that again with the facial milk. Now, the facial milk can be applied at any point. What I was experiencing is I would do my process, and then my second day I would get the peeling. So I did my retinol night before last, so today I didn't have peeling. Tomorrow I still have some peeling. I'm extremely dry. I might be using too much because I've been way beyond the 8 weeks, but you can still use the facial milk at any time, morning and night. So I would do it, of course, with the retinol, and then get up in the morning and I would cleanse, and then I would do my facial milk and then my moisturizers. Okay, so here's the deal. During your 8 weeks, you cannot use any other supplements. You can't use Serum C, you can't use facial peel, you can't use the microderm, you can't do the cleansing brush, you can't do, what else? What else do we have? You can't do any of those things. So for 8 weeks, it's just your skincare regimen, your cleanser, your day moisturizer, your night moisturizer, your eye cream. Okay. If you're using the Voluform, you can use the lifting serum. Okay. So first 2 weeks, one time, third, fourth week, one time a week. Now we're into our 5th and 6th week. Now you can increase it if everything is getting acclimated and there's no issues other than dryness, peeling, and redness. Okay. then you can continue on. Oh, no eye patches. Thank you, Tammy. Tammy made that mistake. Yes. So 5th to 6th week, you can do 2 times a week, but you have to skip. You can't do it like in a row. So like if you're going to do it Sunday night, do it on Tuesday or Wednesday. And then going into your 7th and 8th week, you can do it 3 to 5 times. But on the nights that you do it, you still cannot do any other supplements. So like tonight is so I did retinol last night. Tonight, I can do my my peel or my microderm. And then in the morning, I can get up and I can do my eye patches, okay? And then, of course, you can do the rest of your skincare, but not supplements. All right, so now, we already have the dermatologist validated seal on this product. I think we're going to talk more about that in just a second when I talk about some questions and answers. The improvement in the radiance and the line severity, the skin texture, and the pigmentation, all is like everybody gets this. Like you can't use this product and not get results. Okay, I'm just going to tell you, this is a big deal. Some discussion conversations when you get your customers using this. This is where you've got to really follow up and follow through. You've got to have that A1 customer service that we're known for. You want to confirm with her start date. You want to keep track of that somehow. We've got some great tracking things for her. Maybe you have one for each of your customers. You want to confirm if she's following the retinalization process correctly. How does her skin feel? Is she noticing any differences? Is she getting any compliments? And so, this is seriously, you've got to help your customers stay on target. All right, so I'm going to turn it over to Marianne really quickly, and then I'm going to come back and talk about some questions and answers that you all want to know, and then we'll open it up for us to talk more. Okay, Marianne.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
I can. How do we put it on you?
You hover over my picture, and in the little dots, the ellipses, drop down that menu and pin me.
I love learning new things. Not really, but.
All righty. Okay, guys. So what is Derma Cosmetics? And so right now, what Mary Kay has been in before is the skincare and cosmetic industry, meaning cosmetics, things you put on your face to make it look better, like foundation, eyeliner, mascara, brows. It's temporary. It washes right off, okay? And then we have the skincare, which is just taking care of it, washing it, moisturizing it. And then some of the anti-aging things that will, slow down that aging process, and then, undo some acne that's on the surface, get rid of some wrinkles. Derma Cosmetics takes it to the next level into getting underneath those layers of skin that you cannot see. And so the derma part, we have 3 layers to our skin: the epidermis, the dermis, and the hypodermis. It's affecting that middle layer. And basically the idea is prevention over fixing things later. Like, oh, I have acne, let me go fix that. Oh, I have wrinkles, let me go fix that. It's like, I'm going to tackle this ahead of time so that just doesn't happen, or like, very, very minimal, very slowly. And so I saw a statistic that basically the derma cosmetics industry is projected to rise to $74 billion in the next 3 years.
Wow.
Holy cow, it's big. And so what I want you to know is that you are in an amazing place to take part in that, to be a part of that 74 billion, okay? And so people want this. And basically it is science meets beauty, okay? It takes it to the next level. Now, not all dermacosmetic products are the same. Just like in the beauty industry in the United States, the FDA doesn't really regulate things very well. And that's why we have to go after higher standards. You know, Mary Kay's philosophy when it comes to the products is they always put you, the customer, first. And so Michelle mentioned a seal. You will see a seal on the products, the packaging, and basically when you see that seal, you know that the ingredients, the formula, the clinical testing, the trials, the results, all of that has been reviewed and validated by US board certified dermatologists. Okay. We aren't just cooking this in the kitchen. We're not just trying, as Michelle always says, we're not just putting some stuff together like, oh, that sounds good. Oh, okay, let's just try that. Okay, that's great. You know, like, no, this stuff has been tested rigorously for its effectiveness and safety. Okay. If it wasn't safe, we wouldn't do it. All right. That's why the philosophy is we put you first. And that's why we say that one, because it goes underneath that umbrella. If it doesn't work, we don't do it. And so I want you guys to be proud and excited that you have this cutting edge product to be able to share with people and help people find something better than what they're currently using, find something that's a little bit more budget friendly, and then also introduce other people to something new and take their skin to the next level. And so really quick, I want to just give you a couple of things about, where is it? You know, and I'll be honest, when I was first hearing some of the results, because I didn't try it right away when it came out because I was starting radiation and that dries out your skin. And so I was watching and learning and everything. And I was a little bit nervous because of the results. But when I did more research, basically, you know, retinol is used all the time. And when dermatologists recommend a retinol cream, burning, flaking, dryness, it's normal. Like, it is completely normal. It's like an accepted thing. And so that gave me confidence, like, oh, okay, like it's not just our products, it's all of them. And so what they recommend, they said, you know, you just got to make sure you're using the right strength and the frequency. And so what makes Mary Kay so special and sets us apart from dermatologists and from every other beauty brand is that our program and our product comes with a step-by-step accountability like guide with the beauty consultant. So like your follow-up, your customer service goes hand in hand with the product. Like nobody else gets that. And in fact, our My Customer app has a follow-up program in it where it's even got text to tell you what to say to follow up with the person and when to say it. Oh my gosh, it's like a virtual assistant in your app. That's coming. That is so, isn't that amazing?
Yes.
It's so exciting. Holy cow, they thought of everything. And so that way, you know, they're supporting you, you know, whereas before, if a dermatologist recommends something, they are not calling and checking on you. Basically, they just wait until you're worried about something and then you call them. That is not how we're doing things. We're being proactive and we are walking through with them step by step by step so that they don't quit during that dry flaky period. And, you know, we can help them adjust if need be, make sure that they're using it correctly. Just to give you an idea of some costs, and then I'll switch it back over to Michelle. There are some alternatives, some procedures that are cosmetic, meaning like they're temporary. So like Botox, a lot of you are familiar with that one, and it's an injecting a liquid to make wrinkles go away. So a typical Botox treatment, just an average in the United States, just for the frown lines, like, can I even do that?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me the ones that go across.
Oh, you should probably look at mine then, because you don't have any.
I can't even do it. I didn't know that. Okay. It's about $300 to $400, and you need to get it about 3 times a year. So that's like $900 to $1,000 just to take care of wrinkles here. And then you got to do that every year. Or another one, the TCA peel, it's a chemical peel, very similar to like our glycolic facial peel. This one treats acne, brown spots, melasma, dry leathery skin from sun damage. It basically has the top layers dry up and peel off, and it shows your nice skin that's underneath. That is about, just for the face, that TCA peel is $300 to $1,000. And you do that in 1 to 3 series in a year. And so that's like, could be anywhere from $300 to $3,000. Well, ours does the exact same thing, just way less expensive in a shorter time period. So I'm super proud of the alternative that we have, that it's not temporary, and then it's going to help prevent other things because it's working at that deeper layer.
All right, awesome. All right, hang on. How do I get back? Oh, hold on. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Marianne. That was awesome. So I want to talk to you about the gentle retinalization process that we have to go through with our customers, and we do for ourselves when we're using this product, because Marianne was talking about the other brands, dermatologists sell things like this. I will tell you that a customer just told me right before Christmas that her dermatologist gave her retinol, didn't really give her instructions, didn't really give her specifics. There was not a gentle retinalization process. She went on a cruise, she burned. She also burned like the next day, like she was on fire. Found out she was putting her retinol, she was putting the retinol on with water, which is a no-no, because remember, after you cleanse, you've got to give your skin 15 minutes to dry so that natural moisture barrier builds back up. Well, she wasn't doing that. And then she did it in the morning, and then she was on a cruise, so of course she was out in the sun. So she had lots of issues. And so that's what they deal with when they do buy it at a spa or a dermatologist. There's not a gentle process like we have. And that's because, like Marianne says, we care about our customers. We want them to keep buying it from us, and we want them to see results. And we don't want to, damage anyone's skin. All right, so now I'm going to go over just a few questions and answers that will help you. And all of this information, I believe that you can log on to InTouch. And when you look on the main page, the little screen that changes, if you'll watch it, it rotates. And I think now for me, it rotates to the retinol, and you can click on that, and where it says learn more, and it'll drop down. It'll say materials, videos. You can watch all the training videos from Dr. Lucy Gilday and Dr. Hayes. You can see the process with this formula. So really, really good stuff. And all these questions and answers, print them all out, put it in a notebook so that you can read up on it. And like I said, later on, we will have our verbiage, it'll be smooth as butter. But right now, we're trying to figure out when we can incorporate this into our regular skincare class. And when I go through these questions, you're going to know why. Okay. All right. So here's, we've already learned about Derma Cosmetics. We've learned about retinol, how it works. The difference between our retinol that's in our wrinkle filler and our retinol that's in our night moisturizer from the Voluform. Those retinol ingredients are encapsulated. Okay, so it's a milder version, but it's encapsulated. So what that means is it has a timed release or a time delay. So it's just doing a little bit. So it's not as dramatic. And so you don't get the burning, you don't get the redness, you don't get the dryness and the peeling. Okay. That's what encapsulated means. It also gives a longer shelf life. That doesn't mean that your product is going to have a shorter shelf life, but it's going to, or lose its effectiveness. That doesn't mean that, but it is a delayed release to help with the minimized potential of irritation. Okay. And it's not as potent as the retinol 0.5. All right. Now, what about, it says, can I use the retinol with my Timewise Repair Voluform Night Cream? And yes, you can, unless you have some discomfort. Okay, soreness, tingling. Okay, 3 things that are normal: redness, flakiness, and dryness. Okay, but too much tingling, you've got too much retinol. That is a sign of too much, or you're using too much. or discomfort, okay? What about, does it contain ingredients besides pure retinol? No, it is pure retinol. And it's got some botanical ingredients, but that doesn't affect the retinol. It is pure retinol. All right, so next question. Why is Mary Kay sharing? This is good because I thought about this. Why is Mary Kay sharing the percentage of the retinol in this clinical solution? This is why, and I don't want to skip anything because this is important, because normally we do not share the percentage of what's in our products. For one, it's the proprietary formula, so we don't want anybody stealing our formula. But with this product, it is a standard for the, it's a cosmetic standard to share this particular one, basically to brag about the percentage in your retinol. All right, so let me tell you, it says, as we enter a new realm of Derma Cosmetics skincare with a product containing high concentrated retinol, several factors informs the need to disclose the percentage. Retinol at this level can cause skin discomfort in some people, so disclosing the concentrated amount helps ensure every customer is informed and not surprised by the potency. Okay, it's the industry norm to disclose this percentage, and communicating 0.5 percentage concentration informs consumers about the reason for Mary Kay's unique retinalization process, okay? And so those are really valid reasons that why we need to disclose this. All right, so next question, real quickly. What happens if I stop using the product? Well, over time, your skin cells, the turnover, which is speeding it up, will slow down naturally, and the visible signs of aging previously diminished may reappear, okay? All right, next thing. Let's see. I'm trying to skip over questions that are not, can men use the retinol 0.5? Absolutely, okay? They go through the same process. Is it suitable for pregnant or nursing women? No. No, if you think you're going to become pregnant, don't use it right now. This is the first product I've ever seen Mary Kay say no to when you're pregnant or lactating or you're becoming pregnant, okay? Also, does it have parabens? No. Does it contain fragrances? No. And what is the use-up rate? 4 to 5 months. And the shelf life is 2 years. And that's on both the facial milk and the retinol 0.5, okay? Let's say, if I take a short break, do I have to repeat the retinalization process? Possibly, okay? It depends on how your skin reacts, and you know your skin better than anybody. How is Mary Kay retinalization process different from other brands? I just mentioned that just from an experience of one of my customers. And so that's why we let them know the potency in the 0.5 and the importance of the gentle retinalization process. Is so important to follow that. All right. Moisturizers are recommended during retinalization. Absolutely. The Timewise Miracle set, the Voluform set, botanicals, they do not recommend clear proof ever with this product, ever, not even with acne treatment gel. We're going to talk about some other things too. All right, once the skin is retinized, I can't even say this, oh my gosh, it's still recommended that you use the Mary Kay retinol 0.5 at least 5 to 10 minutes after cleansing. Absolutely. And that's because your natural oils to return to the surface. All right, do I need extra sun protection during this period of retinalization? Yes, you always need to wear sunscreen. And once the retinalization process is complete, do I still need Mary Kay's clinical solution facial milk? That is you can stop that if you are not getting dry or red, but I love that. It's literally facial milk. It feels so good to the skin. So I've used it, I started using it in my daily routine because because I love it so much. But the redness, the dryness, and the flakiness should be gone by week 8, okay? You should not have that anymore. All right. Can I apply Mary Kay's clinical solution, Retinol 0.5, to my neck and décolleté? After the first couple of weeks, after your face gets acclimated, then you can go to your neck. I did wait until like recently. I just started. I mean, I wasn't doing it all the time. And so I just started last night working on my neck. All right, so can we apply around the eyes? Never, ever, ever, ever. No. And let's see. Can you increase the pea size amount? A pea size is all it takes and never more. In fact, if you do too much, you will have the tingling, and you'll have it'll be sore. I've done that. It'll be sore. So you don't want to do too much. Will I see faster improvement if I use the retinol both morning and night? Absolutely not. You use it at night only, once a week when you get started, and then once you're at the end of the process, you can do it 3 to 5 nights a week. But then on those nights, remember, you skip your other steps, and during that whole entire 8 weeks, you do not do any other supplements. I know I've said that so many times. What is the order of application after the process is complete? Here it is. You cleanse, you wait at least 15 minutes, let the face dry, then you do your retinalization with your pea size and your facial milk, okay? But remember, don't forget to do your eye cream so that you have a kind of a border to stay away from here. Do that, and that's it for that night. And then the next morning, then this is after the 8 weeks, then the next morning, you can do your morning routine, cleanse, and then, your supplements, and then your moisturizer and your eye cream, okay? So your regular steps after that 8 weeks. During that 8 weeks, that next morning, you're just gonna do cleanse, your moisturizer, your eye cream, okay? And then for the rest of that week, at night, you only do it once a week. You're gonna do your cleanser, you're gonna do your, if you're doing the Voluform, you can do your lifting serum and your night cream and your moisturizer. If you're doing the Miracle Set, you're going to do the cleanse, the night moisturizer, and your eye cream, okay? So for 8 weeks, you literally have to push your supplements aside. All right, so I want to get to the part, bear with me. Store facial milk for those, okay. I don't want to talk about facial milk anymore. Can facial milk be used with other products? Absolutely. We've already talked about the use-up rate, the shelf life. Not to use it with Clear Proof. I think I'm getting to the end and the part that I want to talk about. And never use it with, okay, second. So you're at a skincare class. You're talking about retinol. You have a new skincare customer. This is big because we've got to figure out how to process this. If she's never used Mary Kay before and she's going home with a new skincare regimen, okay, Miracle Set or the Voluform Set, she really needs to get her skin acclimated to that set first before she incorporates your Retinol 0.5, the process. And so what I'm suggesting, if it's an existing customer, go ahead and get those booked, get them on it. They're already using the Mary Kay. But if it's at a skincare class, it's a new customer, you're going to always show your supplements, and you're going to let her take home the regular supplements. When you get back around her for that second appointment for her foundation matching, she's ready at that point to take home the Retinol 0.5, okay? You've already talked about it. You put it on her wish list. That second appointment is to match her foundation, do some glamour, stuff like that. What that's going to do is that is now increasing your ticket for that second appointment. First ticket, you got her on the skincare regimen, you got her on some supplements. Second appointment, you're getting back in front of her, you're matching her foundation. Now she's going home with foundation, glamour, mascara, all the great glamour stuff, and the Retinol 0.5. So now you've just increased your ticket by $129. So for those of you who are hitting you know, 150, 250, 300 on your glamour appointments, and you know who you are, now you're adding another $129 to that ticket. So this is a big deal, but it's important that you make sure that you prescribe the right things to your consultant, I mean, to your customer, and that you stand there with conviction that you don't want to just send her home just for the sale. You have to do the right things and make sure that her skin's getting acclimated with with her new skincare, and then a couple weeks later, then you move on. All right, so tingling. What if I experience tingling? That means you're using it too early after you cleanse, or you're using too much. How I know if my level of irritation requires a doctor's care? You're going to know. You know your skin better than anybody. Is retinol 0.5 recommended for customers with rosacea? No, do not apply it. No, 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 no. Okay. Will the retinol 0.5 diminish my age spots? Yes. Will it make my skin sensitive to sunlight? Yes. That's why you want to wear sunscreen. And after I completed the retinalization process, do I still need extra sun protection? You always need sun protection because retinol can accelerate. It's going to accelerate the turnover of the new cells, and it's important to always wear sunscreen, or else you're going to be having sun damage, which is a negative effect to what you're trying to do anyway, and the retinol, what the retinol is delivering to your skin. So always wear sunscreen. Also, if you notice that your retinol 0.5 is changing colors, like it's white and it might be looking yellow, it's okay. It's still effective and it's still potent. Okay, so you're fine. It's just a part of the formula. Okay, so you're still fine. But you do want to use it up in 6 months. But the facial milk has a 2-year shelf life. Use it 6 months after opening, but if it's on your shelf, it has a 2-year shelf life. Okay, so once you start, the air gets in. So there you go. So let me say that again. So once you open it, you want to use it up in 6 months. If it hasn't been open and we have it on our shelf as inventory, it's good for 2 years. So is the facial milk. All right, there you go. All right, so let's stop the recording and let's answer some questions. Hang on just a second.